We're back. Sorry about all that.
We had to. John came and seen you right before we did that.
Yeah, I know, John. If you're still around, please come back.
Come back, you matter. I think it's shareable now. I think you're going to get a lot more viewers eventually.
Cool.
You hear your phone dinging because it's actually working now.
Well, that wasn't my phone. That was all on your end. My end's all fucking muted for a notification.
Oh shit!
I just see them pop up because of the way I have my screen set.
All right, let's see if we can do this. Oh, yeah, you're right there. We're good.
What do you mean?
We're good now.
I'm just using the bathroom. Okay.
Everybody get to see Saphira.
I'm checking.
Okay.
All right. So we're back and we're live on everything now. So nobody has excuses not to see you.
Good to go. Good to go. Once again, we're going to be talking about stressors today because...
And welcome to the S.M.I.L.E.
Yeah, welcome to S.M.I.L.E. Where it wouldn't be S.M.I.L.E. without the technical glitching. Everyone, that was my wife, Saphira, as you can see.
She's busy.
John, don't even ask if I'm going to get on the poll today because you already know the answer.
Yeah,
5,000. Dancing then.
Oh, we're going to get a free show in Saphira. Saphira. The views are starting.
Give a few minutes for people to start coming back.
Want me to go ahead and just play a song, a couple commercials for them, and then come back?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
I just need to find the fucking link again so I can share it out.
It's on our. It's actually we're live right now, guys, on Facebook, YouTube's, but 2 YouTubes and Twitch. So you can go catch us on Tony on Savage Panda, or you can catch him on BTMX's YouTube, or you can go over to our Facebook, our BTMX content hub, and you'll see it right there. All right, we'll be right back after this message.
Fuck you mentality. All of you doubted me, now you're proud of me. Industry cannibal, I'm just an animal. Jeffrey to meet ya, now I hate ya. Knock knock, banging down your door. I'm the big bad wolf, you can't escape me anymore. Knock knock, born from the underground. 3 quick puffs, I'll blow your whole house down, bitch. My circle tight, like a hanging noose. I kick the stool, now you hanging loose. What a pretty sight, swinging left and right. Lead a rats to eat you, it was nice to meet you. You owe me a debt, 7-letter word and I come to collect. 12 card in the deck, noose on your neck. I am, fuck you, I am the hangman. I am the hangman. Fuck you, I am the hangman. Bad shit, I wreak havoc in your casket. Cause I am the hangman. Fat pigs, all jet big, but don't have shit. Cause I am the hangman. Don't be the one to say I'm nothing. Don't be the one who hurts me.
Badly beaten, self-esteem has got me needing you. Call you daily, just debating, would you speak? Lately I've been feeling maybe you found someone new. Like a dog I'm dragged along your lovely sleeves. Guess I'm good enough to be the one you call on lonely nights. But as soon as someone better comes, you push me to the side. Say you love me to spit right in my face. But who's to blame? I'm the one that sits and waits. Cause I love you like I wish I loved myself. Trust is a word I won't use. You left me on red just to toy with my head. And still you call me when you've been abused. Badly beaten self-esteem has got me needing you. Call you daily.
All right, you have enough commercial. Your turn.
Yeah, we're good. How you guys doing today?
We're
Get
out
some
there.
interaction. Let's get some interaction. Come on, people.
Well, let's share it to the team, I think. Oh, they shared the Facebook to it, so I know they have it. So, your second part, in case people are actually, didn't miss it. What is your show about today?
Stressors and how to deal with stressors, like properly dealing with stressors. Hey, John, if you're back, go ahead and fucking say something again. We'll get back on topic here in just a second. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I hate having hair on my hands. What are some stressors that you guys go through that most people might consider, or that other people will consider just nothing, just an everyday thing? What are things that weigh on you heavier than what it may weigh on somebody else? Because I got into a little bit of a stressful situation today, and we'll get into that. But dealing with stressful situations and learning to identify your stressors. I mean, we've all been driving, right? We all know the rules of the road are: if the light is green but the traffic beyond the light is stopped, you don't cross into the center crossing of the roads, right? You don't block traffic. It's a law. It's everywhere. Well, there was a train going by and the line in front of me was stopped, but my light was green, so I stopped. The guy behind me decided to flip me off and start laying on his horn and making a bunch of threats and stupid shit. Could have jumped out the car and got into a street fight right there in the middle of the road. Could have escalated the situation and brandished a weapon or something of a threatening nature. Or I could drive on and see if they continue to follow me because I pissed them off because I stopped. All right. Obviously, the stress in their life was they didn't get to move up an extra 10 feet. The stress in my life is now dealing with whether or not they're going to jump out of their car and try to fuck with me. What do you do? How do you deal with a situation like that? I just called the buddy and went and picked him up. Was like, be outside with enough to help me. He was like, no problem. So I picked up a homie and came back here and did a show. That's how I'm learning to deal with a bunch of my stressors. I've talked about quite a few of my stressors on this show. I deal with stress very differently than most people do. I would say that most people, when stress hits them, they come up with a plan and they work it out. All right, they do what they got to do to get through it, to make sure that it doesn't affect them as drastically as it could. I, on the other hand, deal with stress like a bull in a china shop that just got stung by a bee. I thrash around a bit. I freak out. Sometimes I make shit worse. Sometimes I add extra stress. But for some reason, in the end, it all works out. I don't like being stressed. I don't think anybody really likes being stressed. I know our bodies don't because it puts off different chemicals and then we wind up just in a worse situation than we were. What is an everyday stressor that you guys deal with that nobody else understands? What do you guys deal with that it feels like nobody else understands how you deal with it? I need some kind of input, guys. Come on. I know I got people watching. I know I got people here. I need you guys to interact, please. Because I can only carry on a conversation with myself for so long before I just get bored and I'm gonna wind up doing something else. That's one of my stressors is if I'm doing something and I feel like I'm doing good, I'll continue to do it. And yet right now, and it's nothing against you guys, it's absolutely not you guys. This is all me today. Today it just feels like I'm floating. I'm just kind of here. I could really use the input from you guys to keep this going for me today, because I start thinking about stressors and I start stressing. But being able to talk them out with people will definitely help us.
I'll be back. I was trying to make sure you had best I could on my side. The team has it.
Yeah, I sent it out to a bunch of people as well. Hopefully they'll join up with it.
So you're talking about stress, but you're stressing out?
Yeah, stressors. Talking about stressors stresses me out when I don't have anyone to bounce things off of. You know what I mean?
This is why Savage is normally here with you.
Well, yeah, and that's normally why I want to have a permanent co-host, because I know Savage can't do it all the time. And he's got his own life, and I'm glad he's out able to do what he's doing today and taking some time for himself, because his kids start school in a couple of days.
Actually, a day.
Well, technically, it's
Tomorrow.
It's still only. No, they start Wednesday morning. That's why Savage said we need to have that meeting on. It would be Tuesday night, but it can't be too late because little man's got school in the morning.
So we're starting to pick up on viewers.
Yeah, looks like it.
This is Tony's show. S.M.I.L.E. Welcome to the show. We're talking about stress. He wants you guys to put in the comments what stresses you out. What are some things that are going on in your guys' life?
Daily stressors that you guys deal with that other people may have more problem with, or stress that you have a problem with that other people seem to deal with very easily. This is what I want to talk about: is why is one person able to handle stress differently, and not necessarily better, but on a different level than some of us. I'm trying to see if I can find John Winger through his Facebook picture, message him and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry, we're back." I don't know. I can't find anybody. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think everybody was ready, and then it always happens when we do this shit. Oh shit. So stressors. Let's see. This company is stressful.
It can be. That's for sure.
Especially when we have like people that are not like working,
Not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
or you give them a direction, and you repeat it like 4 times, and then they end up calling Safira for the same exact answer.
Yeah.
We've had that.
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
Wrongly accusing. We've had that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so there's some stressors.
And then miscommunications always lead to stress.
Yep. Then what else you got? You also got when you're doing a photo shoot, that whole situation, especially when it's in a public place.
Yeah.
Timing, lighting, positions, crowds coming in, interruptions, sounds, distractions, all the way around.
Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see who we got coming back. Come on, people, interact, please.
Oh. Still not on this. I have no clue. See, how would you deal with? Just start to give me suggestions. How would people deal with like the stressors like you had out in traffic? What should they have done? Situations like that. How about when you're aggravated with your wife and you know you can't run from it? How do you deal with the stress of that without making it worse?
What the hell? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm still here. This is Colt. He's coming back. Sorry about that. All right, John. How you doing today? Now maybe we'll get some interaction into this conversation. John, how do you deal with stressors? Major or minor? How do you deal with stressors to what do you do? How do you deal with minor or major stressors in your life without making the situation worse? You draw. That's actually that's really good. I like to play video games to de-stress, but video games can be stressful as well. What kind of music you listen to, John, when you're stressed out? Or does it depend on the situation? You gotta love the Jetsons, you know what I mean? That's a major stress reliever for some of us. You all right? So how do you deal with stressors in your life? Come here. Everybody, this is Mortis. This is my buddy Mortis. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, fucking pretty much anywhere we can be.
Nice.
We're talking about stressors today and how we deal with major or minor stressors. Some things that differentiate between how we deal with them with those of us that suffer with mental health or live with mental health, and those that don't necessarily have it as bad. So how do you handle certain types of stress, like say a hiccup within your music?
My go-to on a lot of things. Growing up, I had a lot of psychiatrists due to I have ADHD, and I was very violent as a kid. And as I got older, there's a lot of shit that happened in my life. There's a lot of stuff that happened in my life that
You can say whatever you
ended
want.
up having. Let's just say short, I have PTSD, and it's not where I get violent. It makes me totally, utterly break down. I fall to the floor. It's crippling. So when I get stressed, depending on the levels of stress, I like to walk away from the situation and look at it from the other side, see what's going on. Not only my point of view, but what else is going on and how it can be fixed.
Disassociate from it
Yeah.
as at the time being, so that you can get a better overview and a better understanding.
Yeah, because
Okay.
sometimes with the mechanicals in our own selves, we're so fixated on the one thing, we can't see anything beyond that. I also smoke because it helps my mind think singularly. The other things I like to do, depending on how crazy it gets, is I like to go out to nature, go take a hike. I do other things like painting, music, I glass walk, and sometimes doing these things, these extracurricular things, it helps me calm my mind. Another great tactic is detach yourself from everything and play a video game for 15, 20 minutes. Nothing's going to make you upset, just simple stuff. It clears your mind, makes you a clearer thinker. Because once you get into that vicious cycle, you're the only person keeping you in there, hook, line, and sinker. You just can't get out of your own box. So the first thing I always try to do is think about what the problem is, disassociate from it, and look at it from another point of view. Like, what would I tell myself in this scenario?
You're absolutely right, John. Walking away and looking at things are hard to do, but if you can actually like not just walk away like into another room to where you can still hear your stressor or you're still in that environment, sometimes getting out of it completely, changing your mind frame allows you to see that other point of view or a third person point of view. When I get really stressed, as he was saying, sometimes you have to disassociate from it. And in order to do that, I have to completely put myself in a new scenario and then look at it as if I'm looking at one of my friends trying to help them through that same scenario that I'm currently going through. And taking your own advice is sometimes the hardest because you may have the great advice for your friends, but then you're like, I'm not going to do that shit. But that's where we mess up in our own heads, is that we think that our thoughts for our friends aren't going to work for us. But in all reality, it does if you just disassociate. And I'm not saying like completely disassociate, but withdraw yourself from it for a moment and look at it as if you were being come to by somebody who had this issue. How would you help them? And then try to go do that yourself.
Yeah, the hardest thing is taking those steps, but you know, it's something we have to do.
That's absolutely
There you
correct,
go.
John. That's exactly what you need to do. And I'm happy that you're here, man. I really am. I'm glad you're here. How's your wife doing?
Yeah, drawing is a great. Oh my God.
For those that have an artistic talent, drawing is awesome.
If you have
I couldn't draw my way out of a wet paper bag with a sharp fucking knife.
whatever type of creative thing you do that you're good at, do it. No matter what it is. Because the endorphins help. And not to mention, if you don't do your art, it makes you kind of cringy in a way in your own self where you start irritating your own self. It's that exit for your soul. So those things that make you happy, no matter how small they are, the more you take those away out of your life, it's harder to get back into and also harder to cope with things. So always use those little things that you know that give you that release. Because those are the things that are going to help you. I can't rap. Neither can I.
No, but he can sing.
I can do horrorcore, but I can't rap.
Yeah. He does really good horrorcore. Hey, Benjamin, motherfucker, what is up, dude? We ain't talked in forever. Benjamin Woodring is my homie from Alaska. We've been through some shit together. I've watched this man stumble, fall, and pick himself back up many, many times. Mad respect, Ben. I love you, man. We need to catch up. Hey, Ben, what do you do? What do you do to deal with stressors, man? I know what you do, but let these people know what you do. You should. His name is Mortis. On Facebook, it's Mortis McAllister, right? Oh, McCullough. That's right. It's McCullough.
And you can find me anywhere else. Mortis, the Devil's Reject.
Yeah.
We have a new one dropping tomorrow. No, tonight? Something like that. Yeah.
Like tonight, probably around 10.
Possibly.
Pacific time. So it'll be like 1 a.m. Eastern time. For y'all in the UK, it'll be tomorrow morning at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. But I would like to get some of your music to put on to our UK Underground show as well. I just need to get authorization signed by you guys. I'll get you the paperwork for it. Because then we can put it out there too. I know you just saw all that, Will, so I'll get that going as soon as I'm done with the show today. Hey, Ben, I'm sure you're still here. Let us know what you do to help you relieve yourself from stress, man. I'm going to message him, too, just because I can.
There it goes. Try and tattoo, use your art. Oh. Yep, see? That is the best right there.
That is fucking awesome, dude. I'm so glad you're still tattooing, man. I'm so glad. So many people pick it up and then they just wind up putting garbage on people and giving a bad name for it. But you've taken a lot of time to hone your craft and learn the new skills and learn the updated techniques, which is really the way that you went about doing a lot of the things and the stress that you went through, man. I mean, I know the amount of stress that you've been under when I was up there. And yeah, I've been gone for 8 years and things have really turned around for you. And I'm really happy for you. Oh yeah, John, we're going to get him on the Underground show no matter what. I've been trying to do it for a little while, but he hasn't had anything that was quality enough that he wanted to put out. Give me just 1 second, guys. Hey, Will, can we go to a commercial real quick, please? Hello. No problem. I'll be right there. Guys, I will be right back.
under, no need to harm me. Voices loud, yet the heart feels clammy. Stage lights on, we all family. Demons in my brain, but I got an army. Tony Stark's under, no need to harm me. Voices loud, yet the heart feels clammy. Stage lights on, we all family. Come to the show, smile, you ain't alone. Through the speakers, all pain gets yours.
Watch me as I break down in the safe house that I built myself. I'm a letdown in the old town. Got nothing left to give, so I'm heading out back now of the old house in a new town where I don't exist, 'cause I'm a letdown in my own house. I got no more life to live. I need a lesson. They got a problem with the way I have a message. I wanna learn to feel the pain. I made a mess here, and that world keeps moving on. I let them chase me until they fall under my feet and then replace me. Another normal fever dream, I let it make me, and that world keeps moving on. And I'm so over this overrated blood war, this understated cover, this automated lover seated. I'm not coming home now without my soul alone now. Inside this cell I know now what they've been saying. Please don't stop me, I'm not going home. I let them break me, I let them come into my home and let it shake me. I let them burn the fear of love and let it hate me. But that fear is moving on, and I'm so over this overrated blood war, this understated cover, this automated lover seated. I'm not coming home now without my soul alone now. Inside this cell I know now what they've been saying. Please don't stop me, I'm not going home. Break down on the way down, honey, and break up, I'm a lost boy, take it or leave. And I'm not what my mother wanted, and heels side down, and I'm not going. And hands up on the way down, honey, and break up, I'm a lost boy, take it or leave. And I'm not what my mother wanted, and heels side down, and I'm not going home now without my soul alone now. Inside this hell I know now what they've been saying. Please don't stop me, I'm not going home.
What is up, everybody? I just got my stress relief in for right now, so I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm going to release some stress, and we're gonna get right back into this show.
like how you did the Barbie one. I saw you had blonde hair and shit.
They rescheduled it. So like it actually rescheduled. So there was one month where all the ones that were scheduled got canceled, and then this past month there was.
What is up, guys? Sorry about the silence on the radio.
Sorry, I'm about to smoke with you. Just hold on. He's on his stream. I'm trying not to.
I'm still on my podcast.
Sorry if you hear extra voices. I'm just on the phone with my friend right now. He has a mental health podcast that he does. Tony, every Monday.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh.
Actually, Savage or Shadow Will created that for the podcast itself, actually.
Hi.
Now that you're here, I'm sorry. I'm trying to respect Tony and his show. Yeah, this is my good friend Mortis. I'm also in his movie. Here we go.
Don't go too hard. Hi, Hope. Glad to see you here.
Put your rats in the bag, like it's trick or treat. Front doorstep, I keep the shotgun pumping. Light you up, take the top off your head like a pumpkin. Excuse me, I'm heartless, you know I can't feel. I'll be the bad guy, the villain, the heel. I am the devil, I don't need a deal. I'm gonna show you that monsters are real. I don't need to wait until Halloween to be the monster all of you force me to be. This is what you get when you fuck with me. I'm gonna make your whole block look like Halloween. I got a car full of goons and some goblins. It's shaped like a hearse in the back and we coffin. It's a golf ball, but this stick ain't for golfing. Play 18 holes when my gun gets to popping. I got a cold heart because you made it stop. I was 6 feet under, now I'm at the top. I want my revenge, my gun gonna pop. You know I'm around when that temperature drop. I don't need to.
So first thing we do is we clean the campsite.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the extra noise. Yes, I had to alleviate some stress and elevate my own mental capacity right now. For those of you that want to know, garlic cookies by West Coast Customs. Sorry, West Coast Cure. Not West Coast Customs. West Coast Customs is a car shop.
West Coast Customs is a week.
Hi, Hope. I hope you're doing well. Ooh. Okay, back to stressors. Hope, what in your life is a stressor that you deal with that you don't believe affects people the same way it does you? Or that you see something that you deal with that maybe even your husband doesn't understand why it stresses you so hard? And in that situation, how do you deal with the stress so that you don't go off on him, or to where you're able to express what it is that's bothering you? What do you guys do in order to do that? Like John said, he does his drawing and he plays some video games. My boy Mortis does his music.
I paint. I do everything.
Oh shit. Hope, I'm so sorry. Oh yeah. There's a stressor for you. Ooh. Not to dive too deep into it. how are you dealing with not having them there or your child there? What are you? Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad you get to get pictures and you still have some kind of contact. I thought she was taken from you recently and that yesterday was her birthday. Like she was taken Thursday and yesterday was her birthday, but I'm glad you guys get to see pictures. I'm glad you guys have that kind of contact. Yeah. Because I know that had to at least ease a lot of stress that you weren't going to even get to see the child as it grew up, whether it be through pictures or through visitations or through being friends with the family. But was she
2 years ago?
What? Obviously, it was an open adoption because you have connections with the family, the adopted family. What if you don't mind me asking, what are some of the stipulations of that? Are you only allowed to visit and see through pictures and like phone calls, or are you going to be getting a chance to actually know the child and have the child know who you really are? Because this is a huge stressor in people's lives. As a parent, I don't know what I would do in that situation. My son was everything to me. I probably would have wound up in prison, regardless of if of any of the situations. I probably would have.
Yeah, I'd say I can honestly say the same.
I mean, even if it was something beyond my control as to why the child was taken, I still think I would lose my shit.
But there is a possibility.
But you do have the possibility of being able to go see them afterwards, like after that 2 years, or is it like permanently no contact except for if the adoptive parents say yes? I mean, I understand why they don't allow that physical contact for 2 years, because it can confuse the child. As an adopted child myself, I do know what that confusion is like. No, I mean, I got that confusion when I was 11 and I was told I was adopted. But yeah, well, she got acclimated and back into a normal routine and everything. I can understand that. Sorry, I'm reading your comment, John.
Jeez.
God damn. Hey, dude, I'm happy. Like, yeah, losing your shit for a little while or even a long-term process is really hard to do and come back from. I'm glad she's back, that the oldest is back in touch. I hope you guys are able to build the relationship that you guys want and need for each other.
I have a formal idea for a cost.
Upstairs and tell me so I don't disturb you.
Yeah, I just like when I was looking at them, I was just like picking all of them up and figuring out which one I like that. So it wasn't that I'm like, oh,
So when
Down there,
When do you get to start having physical meetings again, if you don't mind me asking? Or if you don't mind sharing? You guys are going to make your family great again. It truly takes a true partnership to build back from that kind of a situation. Because I'm sure we all know people that have been in similar type situations, or maybe even know somebody who's been in the exact situation to where the couples don't stay together. They wind up blaming each other for the outcome of the situation. But I think it takes a stronger couple and stronger people to sit down and fix and correct the actions and build each other up. Because it's easy to walk away. It's not easy to stay and deal with it. And facing it together is the best thing you guys can do. And I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so glad that you guys are doing it. I'm really proud of you guys for doing it too. Because not a lot of parents hear, once that kind of a situation happens, that another parent is proud of them. Well, as a dad, as a parent, I think you're doing the best thing you can. I think you're doing the right thing. I think you're doing it the way it needs to be done. And I pray that you guys can get it done. I pray that you guys can have the relationship with your kids and with everybody that you guys truly deserve and you need. Because y'all have been through some shit. Like I said, I can't compare my story to that because I raised my son 18 years. I don't know what it's like to lose a child to child protective or to family services or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. But Hope, you still haven't answered my question. What is it that you do when you get stressed out like that so you don't take things out on... How do you deal with it? What do you do to deal with little things, with stressors like that? How do you move forward? What are some things that you like to do? What are some things you like to do? Do you draw? Journaling is great. I will never tell somebody not to journal because I've been there, but I personally can't journal. And the reason being is if any of my thoughts are found by people, they will be used against me. Journaling, I like I said, I believe it's great. I just can't do it. I do understand the benefits of it. I do understand the goodness behind it. If I write out what I'm feeling or what I'm going to do or what I want to do, and then I light it on fire and I burn it away. I watch all those thoughts go up in flames. Because that's all they are. They're thoughts. They're not bad until they become put into action. And you might ask, well, how can your thoughts be used against you? Well, it's because of my military service. It's because of the way that I've been trained. if I open my mouth about something and say something in writing, it can be taken as a direct statement that I'm going to. I've just learned that if I'm going to put them on paper, I got to burn it. And it's got to be like, if I'm in that point where I've got to write it out, I already know that if I don't write it out, I'm going to go act it out. I just can't let myself get to the point where I need to write it out. So I found other things to deal with stress. These are a stress relief, but at the same time, they're a major stressor because when you don't have them, I'm an asshole. I'm jumpy. I'm edgy. I'm ready to just snap at a moment's notice. And it's not just because of these. It's here too. Because a lot of the times I don't show my stress. Or if I show my stress, it's not in a correct, it's not socially acceptable the way that I deal with my stress. I would do great in a destruction company. Hire me to tear down your house, I'll do it by hand. Sounds good, John. Not a problem there. We all got shit we got to do. Stressors in life can come as anything. How many of us have animals? How many people here have animals right now? You can't tell me that those animals are not a stressor. You've been cigarette free for a little over a year, and that's awesome. I quit for 2 years when my son was first born. I quit the year my ex-wife was pregnant, and his first year of life, and then she made a statement to me, and I lit a cigarette in my house and walked out the door. What kind of snake do you want? I've owned a few. I've got a crested gecko, which is actually what my tablet's leaning against right now. I have an I have a western albino anaconda pattern hognose upstairs. Ha! Hognoses are awesome, dude. I've got one, like I just said. I have a cat, and I had a dog down here in California, and then I had my 2 dogs in Alaska, which we all know the. Are you saying you wanted to start with a pie pattern python? Hognoses are way easier to deal with than pythons. I've owned both. I've owned a ball python. I've had a boa. I've had a hognose now. I've had a hognose now for 6 years. I paid $350 for my fucking snake as a newborn hatchling. He was a day old when I got him. I actually know somebody who's breeding lavender supercondas right now. You guys should add me on Facebook, and I'll get you into these groups I'm in for hognoses. One group I'm in is just a breeding group, and I'm not a breeder. And I told him, I said, I'm not a breeder. I'm just here to learn. that is definitely one way that you guys will. That is one way that you guys will definitely be able to bond. If you're gonna get hog noses, get a male. Don't get a female. Female are testy. They are pissy. They are absolutely. They're 5 times as aggressive. And if you do have a male and you put them together and she doesn't like him, she'll kill him and eat him. Females get 3 times the size of a male. I made my wife do 6 months research before I bought the snake. But our snake is really weird. He has never fanned out on us. He's never played dead. He's chill as fuck. We feed him in his enclosure, and I can still stick my hand into the tank when it's not feeding time, and he'll just crawl into my hand. This is what this program's all about. We can get into some really serious shit, but we will always find a way to come back to something that brings positivity and light to every situation. Because here's the thing. The more you research, the better off you're going to be. The more you know, the less you're going to have to go ask for help from these groups and these pages. And it also gives you a way to de-stress because you can go interact with your snakes while you're stressed out. Now, your snakes will feed on your energy. So you will have to make sure that when you go in there, even if you're stressed out, you're calm enough to interact with the snake. Snakes are notorious for going off of the energy around them. That's why anytime you see these people handling these massively large, deadly, venomous snakes, king cobras, gaboon vipers, black mambas, brown snakes from Australia, like all of them, they have to maintain a level of calmness. Otherwise, that snake picks up on it. Yeah, I'm never gonna breed my male. I won't run the risk of losing him. My wife loves him way too much. She'd kill me. I do know about the Snake Discovery, a couple of different groups with Snake Discovery in their name, but hey babe, grab a Zazel and bring him here. When I got this snake, when I took him out of the plastic cup that he came in, he wasn't even supposed to be in the shipment to the place I bought him from. I called them hoping they might have one, and they're like, we actually do, but he wasn't supposed to be sent to us, and we can't forward him out. So we're going to sell him for $350. I was like, done. I'm on my way. Like, put him aside. He's sold. Like, don't even let anybody else look at him. I get there, and I swear to God, he fit in the palm of my hand. One single coil, nose to tail. And he is now 26 inches long, I think. Babe! Just bring him down.
Mortis.
She wants you to grab a snake. I don't know why. He's not going to bite you. Oh, I got an absolute steal.
You're on your own on that one.
Hey guys, give me just a second. No commercial. I'm gonna go grab my snake.
Yeah, no. I am no snake. No, I do not. No, no snake. No snake.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna take you guys up, and I'm actually gonna show you my snake. He's tiny, so it's not like he's.
What is he small as fuck? I'm not bringing him out of the cage. I promise. We named him Azazel from Supernatural. Oh, he's going right up to the camera. Can you see him?
Where is he?
He's right there. Come here, buddy. Yeah, you know it's me. That's my little viper.
I just got it.
Come here. Don't be a scaredy cat, Mom.
Hopefully, you guys were able to see him.
Hold on, I don't want to lose this snake yet.
Did you guys get to see him? We're going on a trip, John. What are you doing? Coming out to me? Where are you going on a trip to, John? My animals are definitely help with stress relief. My cat.
That's what I call fate.
My cat, when I get.
I'm trying to find a way to how to do my supernatural.
Awesome. Yeah. My cat, when I get stressed out. When I get stressed out, my cat tends to avoid. Like if I'm really stressed, my cat will avoid me. And then when I'm laying down, calming down, he just comes up and he jumps up and he starts talking to me and lays down on my chest and just lays here and starts purring. And it's like, oh man, you can't help but calm down when you got a cat on your chest. You really can't. Their purring is at a certain level that it just causes. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here, bud. Come on. Come here. Right now, my cat's trying to come up here, but he's tripping out because my friend's behind him. Like,
Watch him. Watch. watch as soon as he finds out he's on camera, he's gonna jump off the camera.
The
Come here.
Greatest Adventures of Mortis.
Come on. Come on. Get up here.
I'm gonna give you the joke of what we do when we're
Has he
not
lost
torn.
weight?
Oh, you're good, John. Come on back.
Has he lost weight?
Ah, there we go.
I can spoof reality. It's basically what Mortis does when he's not on tour. Like
He's
there'd be,
posing for Tony. He never does that when he's on the camera. Ever. Do you see the difference in the relationship?
oh yeah, do you love him like that? See? That's why.
I do love
No,
him.
you don't. You had to hesitate and think about how to work what you're going to say
Well,
next.
hold on now. He doesn't let me do that.
I bet
She-
you if
he
you
does.
let
No.
him stop.
No.
No, he doesn't.
Every time
Every time she pets him, he fucking
No.
bites at her.
It's been
It's their
that-
relationship.
It's been.
They have a playful relationship. It's constant that way.
Were
Him,
you rough with him before?
he adopted me, bro. Like it wasn't like we got him as a kitten. He literally adopted me at 3 years old. He jumped in my lap.
He's posing for
He
the
did
camera. I'm
this.
so mad at him.
That's awesome. So that's why I want to get another cat.
Yeah, we can go ahead and end it soon.
You don't understand how mad that makes me. I try to get pictures of him. He always looks away. I always have the video up. He always looks away. As soon as Tony picks him up, he looks straight at the camera. That is some bullshit.
Do you feel like the wicked stepmother here?
Yes.
The cat's all like, hey bitch, look at me.
Oh my God, Mortis. That's it. I'm done. You know what? You can just sit your proper ass.
I think today's show actually went off a little bit better than we expected it to. Okay, go on.
She's like, childish.
I'm gonna
Go on.
say the same thing about your cat too. Oh, look, he's gonna come to you now, ignoring me.
My
He's gonna
cat.
ignore me. Look, 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 look.
My cat used to pose for me all the time.
You want some?
But I really think today's show did go over pretty well. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about next week. John, I would like to have you on, though, you and Hope, if you guys are down. John, how would you like to be on the show next week, you and Hope? Like, actually, to where we can see each other and talk. If you're down, go ahead and message me. I'll get you the links for next week. We're gonna cut this one short today, guys. It's just it seems like it's one of those days where we can. Really appreciate you guys coming through. Appreciate the input. It was good to see you guys again. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
No, that's what you're gonna give me the snap. I'm gonna go.
Sounds good, John. We'll come up with a topic this week between me, you, and Hope. We'll talk about some stuff. I really appreciate you guys coming in and interacting with me. As I say, and I didn't say it at the beginning, so I'll say it now. I am not a licensed therapist. I am not a licensed doctor. This is not a licensed therapy session. This is just one sick, twisted individual reaching out to try to see what he can do to help the other sick, twisted individuals of this world to not be so stigmatized. Because we're all a little sick and twisted. Just some of us show it a little bit more than others do. Remember what S.M.I.L.E stands for. Serve others, make memories. I am not alone. Love life and learn. And endure to the end. Make sure that every day you're doing something that helps you smile. Making memories. Always remember you're not alone. We're here. That's why we do this podcast. That's why I'm here. I really feel my sister appreciates what we've been doing and using her terms to try to help better the mental health community. You as well, John. you guys have a wonderful week. If you need anything, reach out to us. Sorry I didn't get the numbers for the outreach groups or the outreach in different areas, but I will get them. They will be posted to my S.M.I.L.E page. They will be posted to BTMX. I will post them on my manager's page, and I will also post them on my personal page for those that follow my personal page. So you guys, once again, thank you for joining us here at BTMX. This is S.M.I.L.E. I am Tony. I will see you guys next week. Take care. Love you guys.
Like a shield they grow. Tony and Panda, the place you call home. Demons in my brain, but I got an army. Tony slaps Panda, no need to harm me. Voices loud, yet the heart feels clammy. Stage lights on, we all family. Demons in my brain, but I got an army. Tony slaps Panda, no need to harm me. Voices loud, yet the